guys, it's Marissa with Splendor Media, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about knowing your worth. All right, so my experience, which probably a lot of females can relate to with knowing your worth, is you start to sometimes feel down about yourself when you go on social media and you scroll through stuff and you see girls who are what the world considers beauty, and you feel like you don't measure up to that, so it'll bring you down and you feel, I don't look like this, so I'm worthless. Or, sometimes even guys will post girls with hard eyes who they think are that they think are beautiful, and you're like, I can't relate to, any way that they look, so, I feel like I'm not as worthy. But for me, I struggled with worth as far as like my plans with my life. So I am currently a nursing student, or I'm studying nursing in school, and there's a test you have to take in order to get into nursing school, which is called the TEAS test or the HESES test. And for me, I took the TEAS test, and the first time I took it, I passed, but I didn't really score as high. So, I doubted myself, but you can take it again. So I took it again and I got the exact same score. And that really brought me down. I felt like, dang, I didn't do too well in this test, so I'm probably not gonna get into nursing school. Therefore, what am I gonna do with my life? I planned out my whole life to be a nurse, and now I feel just worthless because, I didn't score as high as other people who've gotten into nursing school has, or what the average is to get into the nursing school. But I had to think of Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." So even though I had that setback from taking the test, I've had to realize that God has a plan for me, and I know that his plan for me is to become a nurse. So maybe I'm not going to be a nurse. I'm not going to get into nursing school now, but I will get into nursing school in his due timing. So 1 Peter 3:3-4 reads, "Do not let your adorning be external, the braiding of your hair and the putting on of gold jewelry, or the clothing you wear. But let your adorning be the hidden person of the heart, with the imperishable beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which in God's sight is very precious." So like I was talking earlier about, beauty standards that the world has set for females. The world wants you to think that your outward appearance is what makes you attractive and pleasing. Your worth does not depend on the acceptance that the world has of you. Our main focus is to live a life for God, not for the world. So we should only strive to be gentle and act with a quiet spirit, yielding to God, and show humility. God is more worried about how you act rather than how you look. So the way you are on the inside is going to influence your actions, and that's what God cares more about. He doesn't care about, how you look. In Romans 12:2, it says, "Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect." So the world, it believes that status, possession, and pleasure is what truly makes you happy. If your joy doesn't come from the world, then the world will try to take it from you. So instead of trying to live like everyone else, we should focus more on the way we think. With a renewed mind, we understand God's will for our lives. God will bless us with possessions, pleasures, and status, but we have to ask ourselves, how can I live a life for God and not for myself? We have to try and set ourselves apart from the world by living a life for God that will give us an end reward of eternal joy rather than this, short-lived worldly happiness. So with that, I want to say, you know, it's okay. I get it. We all want to, you know, dress up and look cute. We should want to get pretty sometimes, but we shouldn't make that our whole, you know, focus. We need to focus what's on the inside of us and what's pleasing to God, rather than trying to please the world by what we look like or what we have. So thank you guys for watching my video, and see you next time.